Hello. When you try to train Slayer, do you end up like this guy right here?
Hi.
Well, I can help you with that. Here in this guide, I'm going to be showing you a bunch of ways that you can improve your ways of making money with Slayer and just having a good old time with it. So hang on and get ready, because here we go. Now the first thing you're going to want is a nice armor setup. Now the general rule that I use is the lower level and the less the monster hits is the more strength you focus on, and the higher it hits and the higher level, the more defense you go for. Now this focuses more on strength as defense with the defender and the strength amulet, not using a real, you could substitute that for rune legs if you really want, but I just use these because they give you a little bit more defense. Now right here can be used for some medium levels, as you can see, with more defense with the glory and the obi and the thorax and all that. And yeah, that's mainly for your, not your real strong people, but some that you need a little bit of defense on to save yourself with some food. Now, for them big boys that you gotta fight, you want to beef up on defense as much as possible. Get some of the strongest armor you can get, like thorax and a crystal shield if you like, and the best pretty much defense armor that you can afford, because that'll save you a lot with food. Next up, there are a bunch of items that can help you out in Slayer. Some of them being the Dramen staff. That's only if you've had access to the fairy rings. These Slayer rings, you don't need 75 crafting actually if you get a friend to help you make these, and if not, you can just get one of them enchanted gems. DDS, I mean that really helps. Gives you some good hits sometimes. The Slayer helm or the black mask, that is a very, very helpful tool. That gives you like 15% to attack and strength, which can really help. A charged glory, that teleports you back and forth from places. A house teleport, because I'll tell you later how a house can really help you out. Potions, they can make you hit higher. Charge your prayer, woohoo. An enchanted Excalibur. Yeah, enchanted, put the word enchanted in front of this, because I know that really helps your defense. I don't have any personal experience with it, but I know it really, really helps. Bones to Peaches, say you got Dust Devils, they drop bones. You can get a full inventory of food out of these. That's like 280 hit points right there. Food, of course. I mean, if you don't have food, you're screwed. Bunyips can really be helpful if you have the summoning level. They restore 2 hit points every 15 seconds, and that really helps actually. A leaf-bladed sword, they aren't that much. They don't require too much to wield, and they are way better than the spear. And a salve amulet, enchanted preferably. To enchant one of these, all you gotta do is rub this thingy, click on the Tarn's Lair, and kill some guy. Give me a Slayer update. But yeah, these items can really come in handy, and they're pretty much used almost every task, pretty much. Herblore can really help your Slayer by making your own potions, which saves you a lot of money when it comes into the long run. Summoning, it gives you more inventory space depending on the familiar, and can even heal you. It's a really great skill. People that don't think it's worth raising are totally wrong. I mean, you can get 12 extra inventory spaces with just 52 summoning, and a lot of hit points with 68. And the higher you go, the more and more it'll help you. Magic, it teleports you around, it lets you alch things, it's a really, really, really helpful skill. If you don't raise your magic, then Slayer is going to be a real pain for you trying to get around and everything. Agility, it makes you run longer, it lets you get into new, exciting areas. It really helps out Slayer, especially when you're 83 and you want to go to the Sarah encampment. Yeah, 70 agility. it's really going to help you out there. So agility is one skill you should already have right. Prayer is another really important skill that you should want to raise. Prayer saves your butt in so many situations, it's not even funny. If you don't even have at least 43 prayer, it's going to be a pain for you just to even do some of the simplest tasks like aberrant specters, and it can even save you when you run out of food and stuff. So if you want to be a good slayer, at least get 43 prayer. The last skill that's really important to Slayer is not necessarily needed, but it is extremely helpful, and that is construction. Now, a good construction level, I would say, to have a good Slayer house would be 47 or 50. Mashna, other than the beginning person, I'd start off with him. I think you have to have like 10 Slayer. But I'd use him till at least 50 combat. He's got alright tasks, till at least 50. Vanica, he is an edge villain. He's good up until at least 70 combat. Now Cheldar, she is the lady or the Slayer Master in the fairy place, the Lost Cities and Eris, whatever you want to call it. I would recommend her between 70 and 100 combat. I liked her. She was pretty cool. I liked her right before I went to Simona. She was pretty sweet. I got my Slayer helmet with her actually. So yeah. Simona, which is right here, I would use her between at least 100 and 120 combat. Kuradel is probably the best of them all. You have to have like 75 Slayer, I think, and some amount of combat, 110 combat. But she assigns awesome people. If you can, I'd use her. Use her till 99 apparently. I wouldn't recommend Duradel just because his tasks can be a little hard. I can't say that, but the tasks just aren't as great compared to hers. So once you can, definitely use Kuradel. Now one more thing is quests. Now a lot of people don't like to do quests, but a lot of them will help you out very much within Slayer. Now I'm gonna just list them all, and I'll put a reason why. You'll see a little scrolling thingy telling you why you should do these quests, but I'm just gonna name them off. Fairy Tale Part 1 and 2, Recipe for Disaster, Wolf Whistle, Smoking Kills, A Haunted Mine with the Tarn's Lair, Horror from the Deep, Lunar Island, Shiloh Village, Cabin Fever, Fremenning Quest, the both of them, Ghost Ahoy, Merlin's Crystal, King's Ransom, Hero's Quest, The Watchtower, Dwarf Cannons, Slender, Druidic Ritual, Dragon Slayer, obviously, Path of Glowfire, the Barbarian Firemaking thing, and some achievement diaries will really help you out. So, I hope this video helped out a lot. I hope you now know some of the good techniques to further enhance your Slayer experience. Now, I'm off to go do some Iron Dragons, so have fun. Remember to rate and comment and subscribe if you liked. Leave a comment whether it was good or bad or not. Rate it to your honest opinion. And yeah, so adios.